39-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Now 2nd and 4.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Here's 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
And 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session.
Tense moments in overtime of a Super Bowl. Remember, a touchdown doesn't yet clinch it as they come up on 2nd down. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Well, if you like drama, especially in the biggest of all games, we are back for the second overtime now in the Super Bowl. A good opening drive so far here in overtime, looking to put the pressure on with a touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Pierce.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
The OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this.
I think we can safely call this one of the greatest games ever played as we now head to a 3rd overtime of this Super Bowl. They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run. This is Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And the kick is good. And finally, this one is over. We thought it may never end, but that kick puts the exclamation mark on it.
Well, welcome back to the millions watching nationally and around the